Hello and welcome to another episode of Modular in a Week. Today we're going to make the absolute simplest module I've ever made. It has to do with power and it has to do with the way I've made my rack. So it connects to the video about my rack case configuration. And it's also one of those projects that's over there on the table. So today's module is PDP, Power Distribution Panel. It is a super simple module. It has three IDC connectors, 16-pin connectors, and just for show there are 3 caps, but those are not even necessary. So it's this, would take 10 minutes to solder or something like that. And the thing is, it's supposed to be used, for example, in conjunction with the POW. So you have the POW in one rack case, and then you have the PDP in another one, and then it's supposed to route in between these. You can also use only these if you don't want all the extra functions of the POW to distribute power between rack shelves that don't have a connection in the back or something like that. So yeah, the simplest way is just to show how it works, and that is what we're gonna do. Even though it's this simple, I am making a soldering video as well, just because I follow the same thing for everything. That's easier for me. It is in the shop, but this one is also, because you might need a lot of these and it's super simple. It's also, you can download the Gerber files from my GitHub if you want to. But yeah, with the pricing of shipping from China, there will come a video on that one as well. So I want to say thank you to my patrons who are supporting me over on Patreon and get a few different things there. Thank you so much. Makes this a lot easier. And let's just put this in the rack and I'll show you how it works. So first of all, this kind of depends on what kind of power you have. If you have the PSU2 from me, those usually can only power one rack, then it might get a bit difficult to power more. Depending on the modules, of course, but just as a rule of thumb or something. But in the rack case down here, I have recently added an RT65B, Meanwell RT65B, which is a very powerful power supply. It's not linear, it's switched, so some people say that it introduces noise. I haven't seen that, but the main bad thing about that is that it introduces 220 or mains voltage into your rack, and that is dangerous, so I can't recommend you to use that for that reason. I have made that choice. So on the back side there is a power connector similar to this one that is connected to the Meanwell RT65B in here. And then the POW works as such that you just connect the one of those 16 to 16 IDC cables from the back panel to this one, and you get the indications, you get USB power, and you get a 16-pin IDC connector output on the front. I don't use this power switch because it doesn't work, and it's again mains voltage. This is metal. Don't do that. This is taken out of the picture for this module, or for this power supply, sorry. But I just have it, so you can see here, it's doesn't change anything. I just have it because I want to show the power indicators, that so I know I have power. And then you have, as you can see here, I already have one power panel up here, so I just connect one cable up there, and this row is then powered by this one. And then, so if I have more, so up here I have another POW. So what I basically could do, I could just do this, and I can connect this to here, and we have power on this back panel here. I don't think there's anything connected. Let's connect something to prove that. And now we don't have anything to prove that with. There we go. So power there, remove that, and it goes away. So, and this one in the back here, let's remove this one. There is one of my power supplies, and then there's not connected very well. I need to fix that in place. There is a Eurorack bus board that, yeah, again, I need to add better adhesion there. But just to show this, so I removed the POW. I already removed these from the power supply, and instead we just add the PDP. You can remove the power supply if you want to, but it doesn't really matter. We can just connect that as such, or just add this cable directly to any of the inputs on the Eurorack bus board. And when we do this in the correct way, we now have power again. So let's bring this one back. There. And once it's there, we can then, again, here's another one, POW with no power on it. So we just connect this to this one, and we have power on this row. So it's just a super simple way of connecting with power. That's what this module is. That's all it does. But it does it very well for my purposes, and maybe it can for you too. Yeah, that's it. It's in the shop, or if you want to make loads of them, there are Gerber files. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.